hope you're doing well. So today we're making some postcards, using some magazine pages and magazine images and magazine pages, and also I'm going to be using a 12 by 12 paper, but I would like to use one of these pages as also some sort of fun element to add to the postcard. So we shall see which one it is. I want to make them snarky because I love it. I made some for my Patreons recently and I just loved the experience. I want to do that. I'm going to go through the bin and try to find some people that are going to fit with the theme. The one thing I'm finding is I'm running a little bit out of people that I really want to use for this type of stuff, and unfortunately I can't, like, my images, I'm running out of images that I think are cool for this type of stuff, and I want to find some new magazines, but it's really hard these days to find cool magazines that have good images. Like, I used to use Elle magazine or Bazaar type of magazine, and I've been looking at the thrift stores and not finding much. I think she might be a contender. I want some that have attitude and that could be snarky, clearly, and that would fit obviously also for a postcard. And I'm just not sure which ones would be good. These are a bit big, so that won't work. I should maybe look at some books that have images, like photograph and that sort of thing. Maybe I would find something. I would love to know if you find magazines, which type of magazines do you usually get? Because like I said, I've been having difficulty finding, and even I looked for new ones at my drugstore and so on, and I couldn't really find anything that I really enjoyed or that I could see myself using. You know, like, if there's one or two images, that's not what I'm searching for, especially when magazines are so expensive. So clearly I want to find something that I could use for multiple. Oh, she might be a cool one. She's cool, but she's really big. I like these, but like, I don't want to have the full card. If they were just a tiny bit smaller, I think they would fit the vibe that I'm searching for, which is, you know, something with an attitude. These have all sorts of stuff. I mean, I have parts of people as well. She could be cool. It's sad though that she's so tall, so. Part of the fun of doing this is finding the image, but since I haven't been cutting out magazine pages in a while, like, I'm running out of She could be really cool. I'm running out of new images to work with. She's looking good, but she's also very similar to the previous one, so I don't want all of them to be the same. Some are really big, but you know, I also journaled with them. It's been a while though since I've journaled with any image. Also thinking I would like to start modifying some again. I used to do that and I had a lot of fun doing it. There's so much stuff I want to do, so little time. I don't know what this one is doing here. Could be one. I don't want to spend forever searching either. That could be a good one. So this would be 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 possibly. They need to have an attitude, that's for sure. That's one thing that is needed for these to work. Just look at a few more, just in case. I like her. I think it's the same girl in different outfits. Okay, so Where did it go? There was one with a hat. No, I think I'm gonna go with these. Okay, so I'm gonna put these back together. But as you can see, like, I'm starting to have more trouble. It depends also, like, if I'm working on one page, it's one thing. If I'm doing like this, I'm doing a series. They kind of, I want them to go together. I don't want them to be, want them to kind of fit as one group. Okay, so which ones do I want? Maybe I really kind of like that one as well. So maybe I should do these 5. And now I want to choose a paper. Is that it? I've got 5, yeah. I want to choose a paper that's gonna, that I can use. And then I can add something on top, like black and white or something. That could be a good one. I'm thinking using these papers just because I've got them and I've had them for a while in my stash, and I really want to find a way of using all these big 12 by 12 sheets other than making journals. I can find ways of using them. It's a cool thing. Last time I used this page for my postcards. When they've got the big designs on top, it makes it harder to use. Like this here, which has a big, you can't even see, which has this big design, just makes it a lot harder. So I think I might use this here. And like I said, I'm gonna use one of the black and white, I think. Okay, I want an element that I can use on all of them. So either maybe something like this or something like that. So I need to have enough to use on all of them. So maybe this one. And then I can use the white sentiments on top. Okay, so I'm gonna cut these down because the postcards are 4 by 6. I've pre-stamped them. If you don't have a stamp to make them, you can obviously just make your own background. Just write postcard and do it that way. Like, you don't have to have a postcard stamp. I just have one, and obviously I like to use it since I've got it, but it's not a requirement. And it's in my Amazon storefront. I don't know if they still make it though. You've got the name there if you're interested. And if you do purchase and using my link, it doesn't cost you any more money, but it does give a little bit kickback money to me, which is great. It helps to support the channel. So in case you're interested. Now, because I'm thinking of using these to put in my Etsy store, I know that I cannot sell to the US anymore, but at least I offer it for the rest of everybody if you're interested in purchasing a postcard set from me. And when I make them for my store, I try to make sure that they're glued extra well, so that if they're sent, like, it's not gonna come undone. It's 4x6, but it's possible that there's a little bit difference in size, I guess. So even though I use the guillotine, there's always little, it's never perfect. There's always a little something. It's okay. Once I finish gluing all of these down, I'll just go around with my pair of scissors and I'll cut down the excess. And then I'm thinking, because I'm gonna have black on top, I don't like seeing the edge of the cardboard. So I'm thinking I'm gonna be using my big black Sharpie pen all around to hide the cardboard. I was wondering how come I didn't have all of my cards. So I hope you're doing well and enjoying the month of September so far. I'm doing good. I'm trying to do activities with the family. So last weekend we went trekking and we did 5.5 miles or 8.8 kilometers walk in a mountain, and I'm still sore. And it's been 2 days now. Well, it's the second day after, and I'm still sore. I have to remember that we should have probably taken a shorter one, since it was our first time trekking in like forever. We forgot that we haven't done it in a while. But this is this type of stuff that I want to start doing more often. It's really fun. One of my sons loves going trekking, and he does, like, he'll go for a week with a backpack on his back and just go in the trails, and he really enjoys that. That's not my style. Like, I need comfort. I can't I wouldn't be good with just a pack-sack on my back, especially not at this point in my life. But I do like doing the exercising and doing stuff like that. So and I would like to move my body more. Kind of forget to do stuff, you know. We went kayaking when we went camping. That was a lot of fun. And my husband and I had said, you know, like, we're going to try to do more. We did another walk around. We are trying to, you know, our goal would be to at least do one activity a weekend. Just get us moving and do something else than working. Because we work all the time. It feels like that's all we do. And it's easy to not just enjoy life a little bit more. So I really want to try to do more enjoying. I think that's going to be a cool, the fact that I'm putting the edge, I think will make it fit more with the other page. I just need to decide how I'm going to put the images, I guess. And then I also need to decide what type of sentiment I want them to say. So that's going to be the fun part also. Like, I really love choosing what they say. I need to find other sentiments, snarky sentiments, because I would love to have more. Like, I reuse the Tim Holtz all the time. I thought of making my own, but I don't have enough ideas of snarky sentiments to put, and I don't want to copy, obviously, the ones that Tim has done. So guess I should go and see some t-shirts and things like that and use those as inspiration. Whoops, that one I didn't cut. There's an excess here of the cardboard. Also discovered a new game. My brother showed it to me and I just had to get it. It's on the Switch and it's called Tiny Bookshop. Oh, it's so much fun. It's a cozy little game and it's about recommending books, and you're collecting stuff and you're making little side quests and making friends, and oh, it's just so much fun. I love it so much. So I've been playing that. Also been reading a book that I should be starting today, and I'm very excited about, is Dungeon Crawler Carl, which is supposed to be something about apocalyptic world where aliens invade Earth, and if you were outside. If you were in the building, you were killed, but if you were outside, you survived. But then the aliens tell you that you need to go in special passage and like in the earth, and then you're part of a game that's being televised with levels and stuff. So kind of like a computer game type of setting, and it looks so good, and I kept hearing about it. I couldn't wait to start it, so I finally finished yesterday the romance book that I was reading. I was reading Rebel Blue Wrench series. It was the last one of the books, and before that I read Big Big Beautiful Life, I think that it's called. It's a new Emily Henry book, but I didn't like it as much. I'm not gonna keep her earrings because they're just too big. I didn't like it as much as I thought I would. It's marketed as a romance novel, but it felt more like historical fiction / contemporary fiction than typical romance, and was kind of disappointed by it. I'm not gonna lie, which was really a bummer because I've liked other Emily Henry books that I've read, but that one just wasn't for me. And before that, and I'm reading right now, I'm listening to Icebreaker, which is a sports romance. So I've been doing a lot of romance books. Though those are usually my go-to during the summer months by the pool and camping. But I did read Heaven and Earth Grocery Store while I was camping. I also read The Woman in the Window, which is a thriller. Quite interesting. So, you know, I've done different, read different ones. What else did I listened to Belladonna, which is a YA fantasy type of book, and I really loved it. What else did I read recently? I read Scarred, which is a romance novel, but it's about a villain, which is I always love good villain novel books. And other than that, I don't know, I'm behind in my reading. Like, I've read something like 74 books, but I was hoping to read 150 this year, which was less. I had put, which I thought was going to be reasonable, because last year I read over 200, so obviously I didn't think that that would happen, but I thought I was going to read more, and it turns out I haven't been reading all that much, so, which is surprising to me. It's just taking me longer to read. By the time I go to bed to read, I don't read a lot before I just crash because I'm tired. Which obviously will reduce the amount of reading that you do. I think I'm going to cut her like that. Like so. And now I need to find ways of including this and finding the sentiment. Obviously I don't want to have any white. Well, I'm going to have white, but I don't want a big white line. Like, I like to have the torn edges, but not big white line. This could be fun, just like that. Depends, of course, what I pick as the sentiment also. I could put 2 lines like that. Kind of like that. Okay, I think I'm going to do them one by one. This way it's going to be a little bit less distracting, because otherwise it might make it difficult. I should probably have figured out the sentiment I want to put first before I glue this down, but I really like the layout, so I'm going to commit to it and figure out what's going to be put on top after, which is kind of reverse of what I think I should be doing, but it's okay. There's no rules to this. Oh, one thing too that I started doing again, which was awesome, is coloring. So I pulled back some of my coloring books. I found some that have geometric pattern, and I'm coloring them in fall colors, and then I'm hoping to use some of those to make fall clusters, because I would love to use what I color. I was talking to my Patreons, and I'm having fun coloring again. The one thing that I'm finding difficult, for some reason, I feel like I need to use whatever I color. In the sense that if I color, I finally gave in and purchased some cute coloring book that have cute little images and stuff of animals and stuff, and just cute coloring books, which I think are going to be really fun to color. But what I'm not sure is, what am I going to do with them after? It feels like kind of a waste to be coloring those and not using them. So if you have ideas, I would love to think of it, to know that, you know. I like this one. Hang on, let me overthink this. I think that would be a good one. Yeah, I'm loving how that one is turning out. I need to put more glue here. Yeah, I think that's super fun. Okay, so for her, because I don't want them all to be facing that way, and this other one is facing that way, so I'm going to try to do it a bit different with her. Maybe something like that. Need to make sure that I have enough paper to make all 5 postcards. So something like this possibly. I could add this little piece this way. I use it up and kind of breaks a bit the side here. I'm loving that I found a way to use the big pages, big scrapbooking paper. Any ways to find that I can find to use what I've got is a win. I like this. I may be wrong, but I doubt it. There we go. And then there's this one. Kind of put her like that, and then I can put whatever, because the other one was too thin to put that way, and I don't want to have I didn't want to have the same pattern like going both ways. This way at least it breaks it, if it makes sense. Like my pattern is one way is horizontal, the other one is vertical. So I just feel it breaks it down a little bit better. Okay, and then this one I thought I could use the this one here. I'm sorry, did I roll my eyes out loud? Try to put extra glue, but even if I don't, I think it's pretty stuck. So here's, and then There's a lot already, like she's really tall, so I'm thinking maybe I can just use one little thing because I don't want to cover the entire card either. Maybe I can use the other little bit here that's cut out. Kind of like that idea here. Following her shape like that. I'm out of glue, of course. I made my camping journal with my Patreons, and I used a lot of glue to glue down all my images and text and so on. So got a feeling that's how I used it all up. Okay, so what sentiment for her? I like the I'm sorry, and by sorry I mean get over it. I think that would be a good one for this. Okay, so where did I put it? Okay, this one. I'm trying to figure out how to glue it so that it fits within my box. Here we go. And we've got one last one. And I think I'm just gonna glue that down like that. Maybe all the way to the edge. I could put it this way so it's hidden behind her. I forget how much fun I have using their sarcastic stickers, but it's hard to use them for card making. They're a lot easier for mixed journal type of stuff, which is why these little postcards are perfect to use them. Okay, and that one I saw, me sarcastic, never. I thought it works well with her. And voila. Here's the last one. So those are my 5 postcards. I hope you had fun watching me. I hope it inspires you to make some and have fun. How fun would these be to just send in the mail? And it's just a regular stamp, so it's a lot cheaper than a lot, and you don't have to put, like, the text is not big, so you don't have to put a big message. It's fun to just say a little hello. So really hope you've enjoyed, and I will see you all very soon. Bye.